and it was only like $30, and the packaging was just like, okay, this is a good quality box. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So glad to have you guys here today. As you can see from the title, the thumbnail, description box, today we're going to be doing a Middle Eastern perfume review. Before we get into the video, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss whenever I do post a video. So if you don't already know, Middle Eastern fragrances are extremely popular for being long lasting and extremely affordable. I started my collection, I want to say this summer, and I already have like 12 or 13 perfume bottles, so that just goes to show how affordable they are. So if you're someone who wants to start your perfume collection but you may not have money for like niche fragrances or designer fragrances, Middle Eastern fragrances are the fragrances for you because they are affordable, they are of great quality, and honestly they have something for everyone. So jumping right into the fragrances, the first fragrance that I have is Choco Musk by Rehab, and this was actually my first Middle Eastern fragrance that I got earlier I got them all this year, but yeah, this was my very first one. And this one, if you've been on perfume TikTok for even a second, well, if you've been on Middle Eastern perfume TikToks, you've seen this. The girls have been raving about this. So some of the notes in this fragrance are amber, vanilla, chocolate, rose, white musk. In my opinion, this smells like a whole bunch of things. This smells like it smells like cocoa butter, but it also smells like marshmallows. It smells like vanilla extract. I don't really think it smells like chocolate. The girls were saying that this smells like chocolate. The closest thing to chocolate that this smells like would be like a like the hot chocolate powder, like the Nesquik powder. But yeah, I don't really get hot chocolate from this. I really get cocoa butter from this. I really like this. I actually have a sample of a fragrance that smells like chocolate, and that one is Chocolate Greedy by Montal. That one really smells like a chocolate biscuit. This one, it just smells like chocolate powder, or like I said, marshmallow, gourmandy. So if you are a gourmand girl, a vanilla, chocolate, sweet, syrupy, candy person, this perfume is for you. In terms of longevity, so when I got this like around March, April, and I'm someone who I wear perfumes based on the time of the year, based on how I feel. So I didn't really get to wear this outside, but I did wear this to bed. I mixed it with my cocoa butter lotion. And at first, I felt that this did not last long. Then one night when I was going to bed, I oversprayed it. This choked me out all night, and it lasted on my pajamas for at least 2 days. So keep that in mind. This may not last on your skin, but on your clothes, yeah, it's definitely gonna last. And I think this is maybe, yeah, one of the cheapest fragrances in my collection. This is definitely, I want to say around between $7 and $15. So if you are a gourmand girl, you like vanilla, you like chocolate, you like smelling like a dessert, a snack, syrupy, yeah, this is definitely go ahead and pick this up. So next up we have Venture Femme by Haramain. And honestly, can we talk about the packaging when it comes to Haramain? This, I have something in here, but this perfume was so nicely packaged. I was just like, wow. And it was only like $30, and the packaging was just like, okay, this is a good quality box. No, because sometimes you really have, because why would that happen? Like, as I'm praising the box about how it's such great quality, I don't think it's broken. It just needs to, I just gotta snap it back into place, but why would that happen? Anyways, I got this from TikTok as well. Honestly, a lot of the perfumes that I got, I have 12, I just counted. 6 of them were blind buys. So this is one of the blind buys. Fumi Monet recommended this, and a lot of people were saying that this was a dupe for Creative Ventus for her. I personally have never smelled Creative Ventus for her, and at the price point, I think that perfume was like $400. I was just like, okay, yeah, definitely gonna get this. They described this as being like a musky, fruity fragrance. Some of the notes in this perfume include pineapple, bergamot, blackcurrant, rose, cedar, musk, sandalwood. So there's like a whole lot going on. And honestly, when I first read those notes, I was kind of new to perfume, so I didn't really know what to expect. But when I got this, Yeah, I was so happy. This perfume is literally that girl in a bottle. And I think the most interesting thing about this perfume is that the way it smelled in the box and the way it smells in the cap is a lot different from how it smells in the air. So in the box, in the cap, it smells really juicy, really playful, really upbeat. And then when I smell it straight from the nozzle, or when I spray it on my skin, it takes on kind of this fruity, masculine demeanor, which I don't mind. The best way I can describe this perfume is if you took Irish Spring and you mixed in some pineapple and blackcurrant with like a sprinkle of cedar. That's what this smells like. It just smells like expensive Irish Spring. Me personally, I love Irish Spring. I just can't shower with it because it dries my skin out extremely, like it strips my skin. So yeah, this smells really good. Like I said, on me it pulls masculine. I think on a man this would definitely lean a bit more on the sweeter side. It just all depends on your body chemistry. So while I cannot say enough good things about this fragrance, I definitely don't think that this is a safe blind buy. You have to know that you like the notes in this fragrance to get this. Like I said, I blind bought it and I ended up loving it, but it's definitely not mass appealing, especially if you are a woman who likes to smell feminine. This may not be for you. If you're like me and you like to wear like unisex perfumes, then yeah, this would definitely be for you. In terms of longevity, Al Haramain does not play. This lasts, I want to say 8-9 hours. I can still smell it, still getting compliments. Like, this is a performer. This performs so well for it being so cheap. I'm so mad that I didn't get the bigger bottle, but like I said, I blind bought it, so I didn't know if I would like it or not. But yeah, I definitely want to get it back with this because this smells so good. It performs so well. And at this point, I don't think I will ever get Creative Ventures for her because this is it for like a fraction of the price. So next up, we have these two fragrances. So this one is Amber Oud Gold by Al Haramain, and then this one is Amber is Great by Noya, I want to say. These two, they smell really similar, so I'm going to talk about them together, but let me talk about this one first. So again, this one is Amber Oud Gold by Al Haramain, and again, the packaging, immaculate. This one came in this case and it was just situated in here. This just looks so expensive, and I think this perfume was about $40 something. Again, definitely not expensive. A lot of people have said that this is a dupe for Herba Pura by Shaghaf, and that's one thing about Al Haramain. I think all the perfumes that I have, well, I think all of their perfumes in general are dupes of other high-end fragrances. So this is a dupe for Herba Pura by Shaghaf. A lot of people have said that this smells 95% like Shaghaf. Some have even said 100. So like I said, I don't know. I've never smelled Herba Pura. But yeah, some of the notes in this fragrance include melon, sweet notes, pineapple, bergamot, musk. Literally, this fragrance to me is like heaven in a bottle. I have told anyone who would listen about this fragrance, like I'm pretty sure the entire Bronx smells like this fragrance because I've told everyone. I've told my friends, my cousins, my friends' siblings, like my sister, my brother, like anyone who would listen, I tell them about this fragrance. The best way I can describe this fragrance, it's just really juicy, sweet, fruity. It smells like you're in a fruit garden. Like, it's just a burst of fresh air with fresh fruits. I love this. I remember when I first got this, I used to wear this fragrance everywhere. I was wearing it to Walmart, I was wearing it to bed, I was just wearing it just around the house. And then one day in August, I had picked up the bottle and I saw that it had this dent. And I was just like, when did I get this fragrance? Can y'all believe I made this big dent in this fragrance in just 3 weeks? I was just like, oh no, like I'm literally drinking it. The performance on this fragrance is nuclear. I think this is, this is the longest lasting fruity fragrance that I have in my entire perfume collection. This perfume performs. I want to say I get about 10 hours of performance on this. Like, I will spray it and hours later people will be asking me like, what do you have on? Like, what is that? So definitely keep that in mind. This is a beast mode. I know a lot of people don't like that. Some people like subtle fragrances, but me, I'm kind of in my perfume phase where I want to choke everybody out. Like, I want everyone to smell me, but not everyone's like that. So keep that in mind. And some people have said that, you know, because this is so strong, they kind of get headaches, and I can see it. I can definitely see it. A little goes a long way, but see, I'm heavy-handed. So next we have Amber is Great by Noya, and honestly this is a funny story behind this fragrance. So I actually got this fragrance when I went to London. We went to this perfume shop called Baraka. If you're ever in London, go check out that shop. They have a whole bunch of Middle Eastern fragrances. I will leave their address down below. So while we were in there, we were smelling a whole bunch of fragrances, and I remember he had sprayed this on the test strip, and I was just like, yeah, this is coming home with me. Like, I fell in love with this fragrance. It wasn't until we got back to our Airbnb and I opened it and I sprayed it, and I was just like, this smells so familiar. I went to the room, literally they're the same fragrance. This fragrance is just everything this fragrance isn't, and vice versa. So Amber is Great is really like the little sister to Amber Oud Gold. This fragrance, when I spray it, I probably get about 3 to 4 hours of this. This fragrance is not as loud, it's not as obnoxious. People are not going to be able to smell you before you come into the building. This is perfect for someone who is a teacher or someone who gets headaches from fragrances. This is perfect for someone who really likes Amber Oud Gold, or you like Herba Pura, but they're just too much for you. This is it. It's really subtle. People in your scent bubble are gonna smell you. So I'm so happy that I got this. Like, at first I was just like, I was annoyed that I had 2 of the same fragrances, but yeah, I literally wear this everywhere, and I love it. I love it. So yeah, if you guys ever try this Amber Oud Gold and it's too strong for you, definitely look into getting this. I'm gonna see if they have it on Amazon, because I did buy this in person, and this one is not really talked about for some odd reason. But yeah, if I find it, I would definitely link it down below. So next up we have the famous Shaghaf Oud. Between this one and Choco Musk, I don't know which one is more popular in the Middle Eastern fragrance world on TikTok, but yeah, this one, the girls were going crazy with this one. Some of the notes in this one are saffron, oud, rose, praline. Now, I think I may be the only person that when I first smelled this fragrance, I was kind of taken aback. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting what was in here. Like, I wasn't expecting this. But keep in mind that at the time that I got this fragrance, I was pretty new to oud. I think this was like my second time smelling a fragrance with oud. So oud is one of those notes, for me at least, that I don't really like it off the bat. I have to revisit it, or I like it when I smell it in the air, and that was the problem I was having with this. So when I first got it and I smelled it, it just smelled like old lady. Like, I was just like, this can't be the fragrance that everyone is raving about on TikTok. But then again, keep in mind, I said that I'm not a gourmand person. I'm more of a fruity, floral person. So this, again, this is like outside of my comfort zone in terms of fragrances. Yeah, when I first smelled it, I was just like, this is somebody's grandma. This is like a sweet, powdery, rosy grandmother. But now that I've had it for like 5 or 6 months, I still don't love it, but I can tolerate it. Now that it's getting colder, I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna like try to wear it and see if I like how it smells in the air, because like I said, when it comes to oud, I don't like how it smells straight out the bottle. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. In terms of longevity, I think this is the longest lasting perfume that I have in my collection. I want to say when I first got this, I sprayed it at about 4 a.m. Literally at 8-9 p.m. this perfume was still going strong. Like, it smelled like I had just sprayed it maybe like an hour ago. Like, this is nuclear. So if you do plan on wearing this, literally 2 sprays goes a long way, and I definitely wouldn't wear it on my clothes unless you know that you're gonna wash your clothes after. But yeah. Oh, also, for some reason everyone seems to love this. Like, my sister loves this, my friends love this. So this is definitely a crowd pleaser. As far as a safe blind buy, only if you know you like you have to like oud and praline and vanilla. If you've never smelled oud before, if you are a gourmand person, yeah, definitely go and get this. But if you're like me, you're not a gourmand person, this may not be the fragrance for you. But then again, like I said, this is a crowd pleaser, so even if you blind buy it, I'm sure someone in your circle would definitely appreciate this fragrance. Next up, we have I Am the Queen by Oud Rouge. This is another fragrance that I bought when I was in London at the perfume shop. Now, when you first smell this fragrance, like right from the bottle, it has a really strong, prominent tangerine note. I'm so surprised that tangerine is not listed as a note. Some of the notes in this fragrance are cherry, I believe, bergamot, peony, white musk. And yeah, literally, it just, from my nose, when I first smell it, it smells like tangerine and like a hint of cherry. Me, I don't really like cherry fragrances because I feel like cherry kind of has a medicinal smell to it. Like when you think of like cough syrup or like children's vitamins, usually they are in a cherry flavor. So I personally try to stay away from cherry when it comes to fragrances, but this one does not smell medicinal at all. Now, when you first spray this fragrance, you're hit with this overwhelming alcohol smell, and that kind of speaks to the longevity of this fragrance. Compared to its other counterparts, this one does not last as long. On my skin, I probably get about 3 to 5 hours, and then I'll have to respray it. But I mean, that's fine because for this big bottle, I want to say I spent like $30, so respraying it is definitely not an issue. Now, once it dries down, that tangerine smell that I was once smelling kind of dissipates, and what you smell on the forefront is really like the cherry, the bergamot, the rose, some white musk. This is a very nice fragrance. This is actually similar to this one. They're kind of in the same family, and I found that a lot of people, myself included, when we first start our perfume journey, we tend to buy a lot of the same fragrances but from different brands, because this is probably like a cousin of Herba Pura, and then, you know, this is like the dupe. So yeah, they smell very similar, just that this one has a prominent cherry note and orange, but still a very good Arabian fragrance, I would say. So next up, we have Dirham Wardi by Oud Rouge. And y'all, I can't decide if this is my favorite or if Amber Oud Gold is my favorite, but I think I gotta give it to this one. Some of the notes in this fragrance include rose, pear, blackcurrant, tonka bean, vanilla. I don't know what it is about blackcurrant, but I think blackcurrant is just a hit for me. I have no idea what it smells like, but all of my favorite fragrances, they have blackcurrant in there, so blackcurrant must just be for me. To my nose, this smells like a clean, soapy fragrance. It smells like if Dove made a fragrance, it would be this. One day my friend called me and she was just like, oh, I'm looking for like a clean, fresh scent. I recommended this to her. Literally when she got it, before she even spoke to me, she said that this smells like Dove in a bottle. This literally smells like Dove. It is this nice, clean, soapy smelling fragrance. Oh, and I just love it. Not every day when I spray fragrance I want to smell loud and obnoxious. Sometimes I want to smell like a shower but better, and this is it. And I think this was only like $20, but yeah, the TikTok girlies, they did me good with this because I love this fragrance. I would definitely say that this is a safe blind buy, especially if you are someone who likes to smell fresh, clean, you like clean scents. This is definitely a safe blind buy. Like I cannot recommend this enough. In terms of longevity, this perfume probably will last you about 4 or 5 hours, and then you have to respray. But honestly, for this being $20, like you literally can't beat it. Like I said, it's so soft that it's definitely not beast mode. But yeah, I use this sparingly because I don't want it to end up like this one where I just pick it up one day and I'm just like, where did the perfume go? Especially because I can't see how much is in here. I've been using this sparingly, or I'll just like randomly go to my dresser and pick it up and smell it, and I'm just like, oh my god, this smells so good. But yeah, definitely go and get this one. So next on the list we have Raghba by Latafa. And yeah, I think this is probably the only fragrance that I own by Lattafa. I've heard really good things about that fragrance house, but I haven't really gotten into it just yet. Now, I think out of all my fragrances, this is the most controversial one. Half of the people hate it, half of the people love it. Like, it's literally fighting back and forth on both sides, trying to prove, you know, why this fragrance is good and why this fragrance is bad. So some of the notes in this fragrance include vanilla, oud, musk, incense. The people who were saying that this fragrance is bad, they said that this fragrance smells like must, it smells like saliva, they said it smells like a whole bunch of things. And the people on the other side, they said that this smells like a brown, sugary, smoky fragrance. So now when I first got this, and it's so crazy because I didn't start seeing the bad reviews until after I ordered the fragrance. When I was looking, nothing but good reviews. So I'm just like, okay. So when I first got this and I sprayed it, literally I was looking high and low for the saliva, for the mustiness, and I could not find it, thank God. To my nose, this literally smells like what the good people said it smells like. It smells like a sweet, syrupy, brown sugar fragrance. Now, what I will say is that when you first smell it, that's how it smells. And then within like the second sniff, you do get that strong incense smell. So it makes it smell smoky. It also smells like, it reminds me of By the Fireplace by Replica, but it's less smoky and it's sweeter. By the Fireplace, you literally just smell like a pile of burning wood. This, you do get that smokiness, but it's a bit calmer and it's definitely sweeter. I personally love this. Like I said, I looked high and low for the must, y'all. I could not find the must anywhere in this fragrance. I couldn't find the saliva. I definitely do love it. My only regret is that I got this big, huge bottle, and this is a fragrance that I don't think I'm gonna need this big, huge bottle, because when I first got it, I did spray it, and literally a little goes a long way. So I probably should have gotten a smaller bottle, but when I did order this, it came with this. This is a perfume spray, so that was pretty good. And I want to say I spent about $28 on this. So yeah, definitely not expensive. In terms of longevity, it lasted pretty well because I sprayed it on my arm when I first got it. Maybe like 2-3 hours later, I went to go shower. And after the shower, it's like I was still smelling this fragrance. Like it was still going full force. So yeah, this definitely does last a really long time. In terms of this being a safe blind buy, absolutely not. I definitely recommend you sampling this and trying this. Me, I blind bought it and I ended up liking it, so thank God. But it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea, like I said. Moving right along, we have Amber Oud Rouge by Haramain. Again, I love Haramain, and like I said, a lot of their fragrances are dupes. So this one is supposed to be a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. The extrait version, me personally, I've never smelled Baccarat Rouge or the extrait version. I've only smelled like a bunch of dupes for Baccarat, so I kind of have an idea of what it's supposed to smell like. But some of the notes in this fragrance include saffron, jasmine, musk, cedar. Now, although I've never smelled Baccarat, this literally smells like what all the dupes that I get of Baccarat smell like. And I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of scared to smell Baccarat. Not scared, but somebody said that when you do smell that fragrance, you're probably not going to be impressed because it's been duplicated and replicated so many times that by the time you smell this, you're going to be like, I've smelled this before. And literally, I've smelled this before. So this one, I actually just got this one last night. To my nose, this smells really woody, musky, ambery. I don't know if it's the saffron, but something about this has like a little kick to it, like a little spice to it. I don't know, but this smells great. The people said that this smells 95 to 100% like the Baccarat Rouge extrait. Like I said, I've never smelled it, but yeah, this smells really good. I can see this doing well on a man as well as a woman. I don't know what it is. I think it's the saffron, but it kind of gives it this spicy kick, and I personally like it. Like, it smells really good, really ambery. Nothing about this fragrance smells cheap. It smells luxurious. Like, it smells very expensive, and it definitely wasn't. That's why I love Haramain. Like, they seem to do it every single time. In terms of longevity, like I said, I just got this perfume last night and I haven't worn it yet, so I can't really speak about the longevity. But in terms of my other Haramains, they last 10 hours plus. So we can only cross our fingers and hope that this is not gonna drop the bar, because it just smells so good. I can't wait till it gets cooler outside so I can really put this on and really see how it performs. So lastly, I have these 3 fragrances by Haramain. So the first one I want to talk about is called Lovely, and the notes in this one are citrus, floral, and musk. And y'all, I love this fragrance. This fragrance, it just smells soapy, clean with a hint of citrus. It smells like a shower, but better. Again, it smells like you bottled up a shower gel. I really do like this. I enjoy this especially when I'm going to bed or like just lounging around the house. It literally smells like a shower, but better. I can't say enough good things about this. In terms of longevity, it's definitely not the longest lasting perfume. I want to say this probably lasts like an hour or 2 and then I'll have to respray it, but yeah, this one is definitely nice. And I bought this one in person, so it definitely wasn't that much money. I think I paid like maybe $5 for it, so can't be mad at it. It smells really, really good. A nice fragrance where you don't want to spray like your expensive perfume. Next up, we have Bakor. I think that's how you pronounce it. I might be butchering it. This one is also by Haramain. No, sorry. This one is also by Rehab, and some of the notes in this one include floral, fruity notes, musk, amber, vanilla. Now, I actually bought this fragrance in the store, and when I first smelled it, I loved it in the store. But keep in mind, when I was in the store, I had smelled, I want to say I smelled maybe like 100 fragrances. So I just smelled it. I was like, okay, this smells really, really good. It wasn't until I got back to my room and I really opened this, and I was just like, okay, this to me, it smells like mothballs. Like, I like the smell of mothballs, just not on me. It just smells like grandma's closet with mothballs. So I've been using this one as a room spray and a car spray, and it's been performing really, really well. My friend also has this. She said for her it works, but for me and my body chemistry, this does not work for me. But definitely not a bad spray. I just don't want to smell like this per se. And lastly, we have Soft, also by Rehab. Now, the girls on TikTok put me onto this, and they said that this smells like a lemon cookie. It smells really sweet, gourmandish. And I'm really learning that when it comes to TikTok recommendations, if they are gourmand, I'm probably not gonna like them. But when they're like floral and fruity, I tend to love them. And this one is no different. Let's get into the notes. So some of the notes in this one are like citrus, woods, white musk, vanilla. Y'all, I don't even... Y'all gonna say I'm being dramatic, but when I tell everyone this smells like, I really want to say poison, but it don't smell like poison. It smells like hair grease. The hair grease that comes in like the green tube. That's what this smells like. But it's so weird that I smell everything. Like, I smell the lemon, the citrus, I smell the caramel, the vanilla. They're just meshing. They're not blending perfectly for me to say that this is like a lemon cookie. But like I said, I'm not a gourmand person, so I may or may not be biased. My sister seems to love this one, so I don't know. For the price, if you know you're a gourmand person, you like citrus, you like citrus, vanilla scents, definitely gonna get this one. It's definitely not bad. It's just personally not my cup of tea. So guys, that was the last perfume in my Middle Eastern perfume haul. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, leave suggestions of other perfumes that I should get, because honestly, I'm always on the hunt to get new Middle Eastern perfumes. I have like a whole long list. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.